So the thing with a commercial like this is that there's like a level of these corporations hire intelligent people who've gone through years of university to understand the psyche, to understand the mind, to understand what it is that makes you tick. So through that, what they're doing is they're this seems like an innocent commercial, but in reality, it's going against almost every. It's going against keeping up with the Joneses. It's going against. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's going against. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods. You know, it's that concept of I shouldn't be trying to get what he has, and that's exactly what this commercial promotes. And and the thing is that it's almost like you think it's happening organically, but it's not. It's not happening organically because it's somebody is highly educated and understands how our minds work and knows that it is a successful sales tactic to put on front of people. It's the same concept of a family of 7 eating McDonald's and they're all smiling and it's the greatest day in the world. Okay, well, realistically, a family of 7 eating McDonald's, they're probably not all going to be in a good mood. They're all not going to be like, oh, this is the greatest meal of my life. It's probably not going to be a nice day out. You know, realistically, it could be an overcast. You know, it's just that image to us. The same concept of a movie being able to say, like, if you watch a Fast and the Furious movie, Vin Diesel wears a white shirt, and the antagonist wears a black shirt, and that's because the mind looks at stuff like that subconsciously and lets us know that the white shirt guy is angelic, the black shirt guy is bad. The keeping up with the Joneses. But when we're looking at the McDonald's commercial, if we saw really what it looked like, if they really just recorded like a family that was eating at McDonald's, we would not nearly be as hyped and memorable about McDonald's. But what they do is they make the perfect situation and they film it with fake food, with fake lighting, with not even a real family, not even like 7 people that really know each other. It's you look perfect, you fit the part, you're good, I want you, you 3. You know what I mean? Like they built every aspect of it, and then they put it out there. And now here's the crazy kicker, because we're watching this on TV. So watching it on TV is like these people are okay. So you're watching like say a sports game. Say I'm watching a hockey game. It's like intense action, intense action. I care so much because my team's in it and I want these guys to win. So I'm like emotionally, I'm attached, mentally, every part of me is in this, and then it cut to something that you want me to pay attention to. Something that they're telling me to pay attention to. So it cuts it to that. It goes from like your emotional, imagine your emotional reach is going from like this is what you're loving it, your hockey team is killing it, you're right there, and then boom, keeping up with the Joneses, whatever, keeping up with the Joneses commercial. So now you're invested. You're invested in this moment, in this time. Okay, this is what you're invested in this, and then they've switched it, and now again, it's not organic. It's not organic. It's highly intelligent people who have put their moral compass aside and know that you can control the subconscious mind if you do things like this. So that's where commercials, media is like the biggest threat that we have, because they're choosing what we pay attention to. They're choosing what we watch. And it's people that are like in the secret societies. It's there's a level up there that knows what's going on. 100%. There is a level above our level, or at least my level of people that I know, that knows what's going on, that is aware. Now, they might be part of the secret societies. They might just be, the president of CBC. I have no idea. But that doesn't even matter, because realistically, the president of the CBC is probably in a secret society. And if he isn't in a secret society, he probably has a group of really close friends, and one of them easily could be a psychologist or a professor of psychology, and have somebody that he could just ask, hey, how do I make this hit more people? And the psychology professor says, well, did you know if you make them compete for the same thing, they're going to compete. They're going to want each other's shit. This is one of the fundamental rules that has been given to us through many forms. One of the common ones of where I'm from is Jesus saying, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods." Okay? There's also keeping up with the Joneses. And this is a concept that I truly believe, no matter who you ask, they can agree that you shouldn't keep up with the Joneses, or you shouldn't covet thy neighbor's goods. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is just a concept. This is just a simple concept of that I just think everybody can agree on. And with that being said, so imagine a base understanding of what we know. We can all agree that we should not covet thy neighbor's goods or keep up with the Joneses, or whatever term that you were taught within your upbringing. But there's a corporation, I'm assuming. There's a corporation, there's a company, there's a business that says, this is how, they themselves know that they should not covet thy neighbor's goods. You know what I mean? The guy who created the commercial. You know what I mean? He knows he should not covet thy neighbor's goods. He understands that too. He probably tries really hard not to. But, the moral compass aside, he knows that if he creates your desire to covet thy neighbor's goods, it will increase his sales. Because that's his goal. His goal is, he has a spreadsheet, and on that spreadsheet there's a number, and every month he looks at that number. Every day, week, he looks at that number. Every day, he looks at that number. His goal is to make that number bigger. Every day. If he can make it bigger every hour, he does it every hour. If he can do it every 10 minutes, he'll do it every 10 minutes. His goal is to make one number increase all the time. Okay, so whatever, I went too deep on that shit. He knows that if he puts his moral compass aside, the subconscious mind will take over, because this is something that is just much, much deeper than that. The thing with commercials is that, even a man-to-man conversation, a man-to-woman conversation, a woman-to-woman conversation, any conversation that you really want, I don't even care. Having a one-on-one conversation will never be as intense as television. You just don't get the stimulus of lights, sound, perfect editing, all of these things. That just doesn't exist in a conversation. So when you're watching TV, you zone out. And your subconscious mind really does take over, because you really have no reason to be there. You're not really gaining anything. You're almost shutting down and letting your subconscious mind, and it feels great, but you're still stepping out. You're still, do you know what I mean? Whatever. When this subconscious mind takes over, it's